Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Um, I hope you're all having a good day and enjoying your day, but remembering why we have Memorial Day in the first place. Growing up in the military, that never escaped me. My dad was a pilot in the Air Force for over 30 years, and we were like, a tribe that followed my dad around the country. And we were lucky we didn't move every year like some kids did. But when you were on a base, you were with people that understood, and you bonded in ways that are unique in every way. And my dad didn't die in a war, but they see a lot of things that they never share, and there are a lot of wounds that you don't die from, but you carry with you. And sometimes they are imposed on your family and other people. And a lot of it you don't understand until you grow up and you look back. And I see my dad as a very brave, beautiful person who had a lot of things he carried in him that made his life very difficult. And I wish I could have more conversations with him. He passed away when he was 84, and I miss him. But I remember all the things that he taught me. The really important things were, you stick by your family and your friends. You love your country. He used to say, "My country, right or wrong." But when he was dying of cancer, we talked a lot about that, and he said that he changed his mind a lot about things, but he always said that you respect people, you help people, that we didn't need help, but other people required help, that we should always give, and anything we had, you share. We're like a tribe, and we have to support each other. So anyway, my dad was quite a character. If you ever saw the movie The Great Santini, that was what my dad was like. And I think there were 7 kids in that family. There were only 5 in ours, but boy, my mom had her hands full trying to raise us all. When my dad was gone, I remember when he would leave, we'd be at the hangar saying goodbye. And then when he was gone, everything was much more quiet and calm. And then when he would be coming back, my mom would say, "Your dad's coming home, and 5 minutes in each room," and we'd have to clean and get ready for the inspection, And I really was happy to see him when he'd come back. We'd be waiting at the hangar all dressed up and run out to hug him, and he loved us fiercely. But he was a real tough cookie, and he wanted us to be tough too. I was number 2 daughter. When he'd want you to come to him, he would say, "Number 2 daughter, front and center." Sometimes I'd salute, and he knew I was mocking him, so I stopped doing that because he wouldn't have any of that kind of behavior. And he had a whistle that everybody had their own whistle that we had to respond to. If you were out in the neighborhood and I heard 2 short blasts, it was like, you better get your butt home. So, you got pretty good about listening for high-pitched whistles and know that you better not dilly-dally with your friends. And he used to buy these watches, like when he would be overseas. And we all had these big watches that when he was home, he would make us synchronize our watches and then go, hack, and that way you knew what time it was, and everybody better be home at 0800 or, military time. I don't talk like that anymore, but I knew what it was. So anyway, my heart goes out to all of those today that are dealing with the pain of losing somebody in a war or conflict. But I know there's a lot of people that have wounds they carry around that you can't see, but they're real and they're painful, and a lot of people suffer from that, and their families suffer from that. So I know that we've all been stuck home for a few months, and I kept seeing these things saying, well, our parents were in World War II, and living in foxholes and wondering where their next meal was going to come home, and all we had to do was sit on the couch and be a hero. But it did take a lot to, this is some of the most isolating and bad things that have happened to a lot of people, this stay at home and fear for your job and your business and where is your money going to come from and all this uncertainty. So I think things are going to ease up a little bit now, and we're all so grateful for that. But we've stayed home trying to protect others, even at the cost of our own convenience and comfort. And that's what you do. That's what I was raised to believe, is that we do for others and we do what's best for all and not just some. And so I think we're all should be very proud of ourselves that we have managed to get through this very tough time, and know that that we are strong and we can do this, and grateful to live in our country. And we need to do everything we can to keep our country strong and loving and respected throughout the country and around the world, actually. So I want to do a shout out to all the military brats that served in the military as well, and know that I love you, and I don't know where you are now, but I see you and I feel you, and I'm thinking of you, and I love you all, and have a wonderful day, and happy Memorial Day.